One of the most important things to figure out is what rejuvenates you the most. This could be cooking a meal, playing music, going to therapy, taking a walk, talking to a friend or family member, or even showering. Any activity that leaves you feeling mentally and physically refreshed. Though it's a great time, self-care is not just about vacations and trips to the spa. Self-care can be most effective when it's done as a preventive measure that is a natural part of your daily life. So today, our focus is that self-care is preventive care. Hello all, welcome back to Thoughtful Thursdays. I am Yohannes, your on-site life coach. January is Preventive Care Month. Life will continue lifing and at times get in the way. And family, friends, and work we will consistently need to be present for. But making preventive self-care a priority, you can save time and energy in the long run. Here are ways to observe self-care is preventive care. One way to observe self-care is through the practices. Self-care is often misunderstood and cast as a nice to have or luxury, such as a spa treatment. But self-care practices are any actions you take to improve your mental, physical, or emotional well-being. Some examples of self-care practices include being in nature, walking, having a balanced diet, or eating a homemade meal, breathing exercises and meditation, journaling, therapy, limiting technology, movement like yoga or live workouts with Coach Travis, or listening to music. Everybody needs, actually everyone deserves self-care to function at their best. No matter where you are in the field, garage, terminal, shops, or HQ, remember, self-care practices put deposits into your wellness bank account. Consistent deposits give you more internal resources to draw upon during stressful times. Another way to observe self-care is about reducing risk factors. Self-care can significantly reduce risk factors like heart disease, diabetes, and obesity by incorporating healthy habits like balanced nutrition, staying hydrated, regular exercise, good sleep hygiene, and stress management. This can help build physical and mental resilience, improve emotional well-being, and promote longevity. By proactively managing lifestyle choices, from tobacco cessation to nurturing social connections, individuals can lower risks for chronic conditions and enhance overall quality of life. Another way to observe self-care is by building a toolkit. In order to build a self-care toolkit, we have to identify our self-care needs, make our toolkit adjustable, and consider what barriers tend to get in the way of our ability to complete our self-care needs. This could be the feeling of having too little time, requiring too much energy, or the practice being too costly. When thinking about ways to make tasks more manageable, it can also be helpful to think about what feels easier or requires less energy. There are many different ways to make a self-care toolkit. It's okay to take your time while you think about small adjustments for each self-care strategy in your toolkit. Remember to continue to check in with yourself and update your list as you navigate what works for you. Having these adjustments in place will allow you to still show yourself some care. Boost endorphins, those feel-good hormones that can impact your mood, and give you a feeling of accomplishment without pushing your mind and body on days you have less capacity and potentially feeling burnout. Any activity that grounds us is considered self-care. When we're grounded, we can engage more compassionately with ourselves and others. Embracing daily conscious self-care practices, from balanced diets to setting boundaries, is a powerful, cost-effective strategy for a healthier, longer, and more fulfilling life. making self-care a cornerstone of modern preventive health. Thanks for tuning in today. Please like, subscribe, and comment on our video. Until the next time.